So, now we're done with the plot, things are gonna get a little weird. We're gonna be jumping around a whole bunch, we're gonna be doing things that are just kind of weird and out of order, and there's not gonna be a whole lot of rhyme or reason to it. And that's just kind of because after we finish the last, 2 side quests that we haven't done yet, we're done. There is no more content. It's just grinding things to get to last ones.
So when you say no more rhyme or reason, you mean in comparison to the rest of the game, which is very reasonable.
And the rest of the series on top of that, which is also extremely reasonable.
I speak of the Grail of Valhalla.
I don't have any solid clues, but I did come across some strange writing that might be connected somehow.
Huh? Writing, you say? And did you find this writing somewhere within the temple?
Exactly. I copied some of the more.
As it turns out, the professor is actually illiterate. He does not know how to write.
Can decode it?
Of course I can.
What is this writing you speak of?
I have the one and only copy of the legendary scriptures of the goddess Etru.
First edition NRFB.
I want to decipher these
Why?
mystery glyphs,
What is with the
and
guys
there's a
applauding in the back?
A book so rare that only one of
Just
them
look at that
exists.
fucking chocobo.
Not all things that exist have physical.
They want to ride that chocobo.
The scriptures of which
But they can't ride that chocobo, because that chocobo is Odin. He does not like these randos.
the glyphs, and I shall translate them. I am, however, a capricious man, and I cannot guarantee I will speak the truth.
Okay.
So, he has the only copy of the book, but he doesn't actually, because it's all in his head. He just remembers it.
Born by wings of white,
And that he's not necessarily going to actually tell us the truth.
his path
Sounds legit.
vessel.
Yeah, this man seems reasonable.
Vessel here is almost certainly a reference to the Grail of Valhalla.
Which means I need to find the Heaven's Path, right?
Yes, it would appear so. I believe you have stumbled on a valuable clue.
Honestly, this sounds a lot like the plot that we've already done.
You would think that, wouldn't you?
Like, that was like the whole thing that we did. Is flying to the temple, and we're
I'm sure you will be shocked to learn that that is exactly how we're going to solve this side quest.
So how did they justify?
Perhaps I can
Well, hang on, what?
Stop following us, Jesus Christ.
prompted by idle curiosity.
Damn, that man can move.
Allow me to hark now, hear the words. Heaven's path is the way of prayer. Bow low and worship their goddess. Wings born on sacred air.
In other words, like, just run really fast and jump off an edge.
Wings born
Again.
of sacred air. I think I have that covered, and something tells me I know where this Heaven's Path is.
So yeah, how did they justify you not being able to do this the literal first time through?
Well, you see, we didn't have the glyphs the first time we did this, so we couldn't read these murals.
We can't read them now.
This looks like a relic from ancient times. I wonder if it's something.
You don't understand, though. We couldn't read it.
But that's
Another fragment. It looks like the others. I should keep searching. They might be clues to tracking down the Grail.
Oh, so you don't read those? You don't read those glyphs? Or is it just the, just digging up the stupid fragment?
No, we just need the fragments. We don't need to read them at all, so I don't know what this has anything to do with this quest at all.
I wonder if there'll ever be a good solution to the JRPG characters talking out loud to themselves constantly problem. Although hell, to be fair, that happens in a lot of games as well.
Well, they tried fixing that in Final Fantasy X, and look how that turned out.
They're just broken
Yeah.
shards, but I'd better
Like how
collect
even
everything.
Batman does
I've got a
this.
nice collection
I
of
mean,
shards,
I
but I'm no closer.
can at least somehow forgive this, but you can say, oh, she's talking to Hope. But even that's a really, yeah, well, that's like a really big stretch.
But we're not talking to Hope, though, so...
Yeah.
Like, that would be an explanation if we were talking to Hope.
Maybe she's talking at him. Doesn't mean he has to say anything.
Well, this had better be worth it.
Is there anything left in this game that is worth it outside of killing everything ever?
You have found the Grail.
Maybe like one thing?
All I found were these broken shards.
I just noticed the siren on her head.
The shards
Holy shit.
along heaven's path
Well, yeah, she's the cops.
remains of the sacred Grail. All that remains now is for me to restore the treasure to what it once was. There, the Grail of Valhalla. Here.
Surprise, it's the literal grail.
Finally, I have achieved what I set out.
When has that ever happened?
The real objective was to find the true vessel.
The true vessel?
I understand now. The Grail of Valhalla is said to be filled with the divine grace of the goddess herself. But it is not a man-made object. It is a living thing. The person who has inherited the goddess's grace.
Oh wait, never
You see
mind.
now, don't you? Just as I am the safekeeper of the scriptures, the vessel that keeps the sacred wisdom safe. You, who can navigate heaven's path, are the vessel that contains the Etro benediction. You are the true grail of Valhalla. Thank you. You have shown me the truth. The truth that I devoted my life to finding.
So yeah.
So, question. Do we, given everything that we know about Etro and what
A vessel?
her work has done, do we actually want to be filled with her grace?
Yeah, Etro doesn't really have much grace.
I mean, well, look at Caius, it made him fucking immortal, so...
Like, grace is not a word that I would associate with Etro. Literally every single thing that she does fucks everything up enormously. So, you know, there's that.
Welcome. May I help you?
Oh, this is a legendary food?
What is this?
Yes, we're making the legendary meal.
I think anyone would
It's just some sliced up moles.
I shall pour my apple.
With apples, Fidel,
I
please.
shall return.
Mole and apples.
It is ready. I have made it at last. The legendary dish.
Oh,
the
God.
NORA Special.
NORA Special.
It has some disturbing
That
implications.
sounds familiar.
I doubt that.
Where did they get all the rocky crag moles from before?
Chefs are familiar with. It is a dish no longer served, a legendary recipe that was almost lost to the mists of time. A dish last sampled 1,000 years ago, or so the stories say.
For something
Yeah, that would
so
have put
legendary,
it in New Bodom.
It's not all that
Hey,
fancy
Hope.
or complicated,
Remember your mom?
but
I
at
just
the
had
same
her
time,
home
it smells
cooking.
great, like good home cooking.
I don't think it refers to Nora S time. I think it refers to like Nora the Snow's posse.
It has been passed down to me over 1,000 years. From one generation of chefs to the next.
For a second there, I almost said Snow Patrol.
Until it came from my
I
master
mean,
to make
That's
this dish
pretty much what it is.
honor as
You're not wrong.
somewhere my master is watching.
I still like the theory that it's actually Nora as in... I mean, it's in all caps, so you're probably right, but I like my theory better.
Please,
Yeah,
you
that's
may
how you know.
a token of my eternal
Yeah, I
gratitude.
mean, I guess we can make a case for Lightning not knowing that.
But yeah, so, nobody has made this meal in 1,000 years.
NORA Special
But it's been passed down.
reminds me of a
Yeah, that's right, the recipe has been passed down from master chef to master chef, but not one person in 1,000 years gathered together 2 moles and 2 apples.
place we grew up.
Hey, look, moles are hard to catch. Those fuckers dig underground and shit.
You'd make me get it too. Even now, 1,000 years later, something
No, see,
that
Lightning even knows exactly what this meal is!
He's determined to learn everything there is.
Yeah, this is not smart. Instead, it's the other thing.
Not bad.
Alright, whose homework are we gonna do now?
Hey, I've got a story I want to share with you.
Oh, a story. I'm really interested.
Who had a dream. He wanted to make a blade using soul seeds. Want me to tell you how
That
it
sounds
turned
like a
out?
good idea.
It managed to create something amazing, all right, but it had a life of its own. The first thing it did was slay its creator. Then it disappeared to God knows where. This magical
Yeah, this sounds pretty typical.
Oh, what a surprise.
A large crimson blade.
That looks fucking ridiculous.
Together we
Doesn't it?
I'm really happy.
This is the legendary Mini Flan Omega.
Yep, some legend it's got going.
By the way, I'm Scurvy Kip. My cat is also here.
Hi, Scurvy's cat.
But yeah, I guess the Mini Flan is notable because it only takes damage from magic. But, as you can see, it lasted about 17 seconds, so, you know.
Eh.
Oh boy, we got an accessory. Is it any good?
It gives us, I want to say, like, 90% resistance to ice, but other than that, no.
So it's not good.
Yeah, it's like,
We still
you know,
call ourselves a research
it's
team,
probably
but it's
useful
a
in like
now.
a couple of very specific points, but for the most part, there's just
Ask you a favor?
better stuff that you can have always.
It's too situational to use, and when the situation's correct, there's better shit anyway.
Like this game is quite good at like, you know, it gives you the three things, and you can customize a good amount of stuff on the three things, but some of the individual options are just not up to
Someone
it.
in the camp is sick?
They're not for me. Dr. Sheep over in Arius has been looking for certain ingredients for years. And I want to help him.
Great.
If I can.
Even on the clear other side of the map, this guy is still irritating us.
I thought it would be a good way to...
I don't think that I can find a more anime name than
Admired him from
Tilda.
afar, and you think this will get him to notice you.
How about a literal Tilda character?
No. I mean, you make it so...
I mean, to be fair, we are talking about a man who calls himself Dr. Sheep
Doctor, a surprise present.
and raises fuzzy sheep
I'll help.
and was shocked when they found a
Something
sheep
I could
egg.
do on my own. Here, this is
I
what I'm
mean,
looking
to be
for.
fair, I'd be shocked if I found a sheep egg too.
Hey, more fucking rocky crag moles.
Yeah, and that's not the last time we're gonna have to go get them either.
I'll bet not.
Yeah, so Rocky Crag moles spawn only in the Rocky Crag, as you might guess. They're a huge pain in the ass to find. There's only 6 of them throughout the entire area, and you need to find 5 of them for all of the quests that require them.
But hey, that means on a New Game Plus you only need to find 4, right?
Are they in static locations or do they move around?
They're in static locations, but, you know, this is a big area, and you still have to actually get to those areas.
So it's just a big fucking waste of time, is what you're telling me.
It's not even that easy to see them from a distance. Like, yeah.
So you could just move right past them without even knowing.
Well, no. Once you're close, it's all right. But you know, good luck searching this place for that shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much what this whole section here is, just...
Go ahead and get some last one grinding out of the way, I guess.
Oh hey, it's that mushroom that doesn't exist. We found another one.
Wow.
Hey, it's a hot pink monkey.
We have finally found the last of the shitty monkeys.
Let's murder it.
Odin,
Spectre,
show me
why?
your strength.
So yeah, Hannemans can go eat a dick.
Yeah, they were bad enough normally.
At least there's only one of them.
Yeah, but, like, that's true of all the last ones, and that just means that one is more of a dick.
Yeah, well, it seems like the type of enemy that's just really, really, really obnoxious in groups.
By the way, apropos of nothing, I just want to point out that I really like the normal mapping on the floor here. Like, you can see it when we panned into the front of the battle, it looks like it's got this whole, like, you know, it's this pretty standard mountain column adjointing bullshit. And then it just pans down to the floor, and it's like, oh hey, that was just a texture. But it's really well done.
The light of your soul is mine.
It's nice. Art works.
Did you just, like, heal it for a bunch?
Yeah, I cast Thundaga instead of Aroga, and,
Mix it up.
yeah, these guys absorb electricity.
Well, that was clever. Yeah, hey, points for actually using Mediguard to recover some health.
Keep up if you can.
Oh hey,
Oh, right, I forgot I even did this. So yeah, this is Army of One. You, at the cost of an extra EP while you're in Overclock, you have all three of your schemata attack a whole bunch. The catch, of course, is that it uses each one's actual stats, so... In our case, one of ours has literally negative 100 attack and magic, so it does nothing.
I'm loving all these ones.
yeah. It's basically, it's all about which one you finish on. It's...
I saw this coming.
Is that random?
I don't think so, I think it's always the third one in your slots.
So you can just have it so it won't be a problem.
Yeah, if that's your big physical attack one, then great. But yeah, it's roughly the equivalent of trying to deliberately use, crap, I can't remember what it's called, but the skill in 13.1 that does a big, huge attack at the end of Stagger.
Oh, Smite?
Oh, yeah, Smite or Scourge. Depending on which... Yeah, Smite or Scourge, depending on whether or not you're in the air.
Yeah, Smite was incredible. 6-digit damage all day or a day. So yeah, it's a big nice damage finisher for your big nice damage sponges.
Hey, there you go. That's our first mole.
Yeah, I can see how they would blend in. That's, kind of shitty.
Yeah.
I don't imagine the muted color palette when you're in a chaos bubble helps.
No, it really doesn't.
It doesn't. It is the opposite of help.
I mean, I'm making an assumption that there is a color palette in this area.
Oh yeah, this area is quite nice, especially during the day, but not this part of it.
Yeah, everything's just blue. It's blue and bloom. It doesn't go. It is not suited for... It is not suited for exploration or searching.
Right, it's like that right there, that was me, like, seeing that and be like, wait, shit, did I get that one? Or... so...
Yeah. That's the real bad thing, is that it doesn't get rid of the rock nest thing. So you can be wandering around like, oh hey, that's one. No.
Oh no, I already got that. Fuck.
Yep.
But it's okay. It's okay, we got it, and now we're done with this area for now.
For now.
Yeah, we will have to be back to grab one more at some point.
Of course we will.
And you gotta finish off those, the Bulbasaurs.
Frankly, everyone's forgotten what we were supposed to research. Thanks.
Okay.
This will be the perfect way to introduce myself. I've dragged other people into helping me with this, so I can't back out of it now. I am going to visit Dr. Sheep right away.
Well, you see, if we don't go down to Aria's village ourselves to see this big reunion, then we can't, then, you know, we won't be able to get her soul.
And this just... It seems like a missed opportunity to have us bring her down there ourselves.
So can you talk to either one of them and it'll work, or do you have to talk to Dr. Sheep?
No, you have to talk to Dr. Sheep.
Here, I've brought you these.
Are these what I think they are? Yes! All the natural ingredients I've been searching for. This will advance my research immeasurably. I am in your debt, young lady, whoever you might be.
You really don't know who I am, do you?
No, I'm afraid not. Should I? Have we met before? I am
Dr. Sheep is real smooth with the ladies.
Now, if
Oh.
you're a sheep,
Oh.
It's not you after all.
Oh, that's a hell of a pickup line.
If you were, you'd surely remember me.
did you say
Odin,
Deep?
what are you doing?
How do you know my real name? Wait, are you? Can it be?
So his name is Deet Sheep.
Deet Sheep. I like that. It's a good name.
I knew it.
I mean,
Just a second.
Sheep is probably a name he chose himself,
Eh.
You're actually Dr. Sheep's sister?
but
Yes. Yes. We got split up hundreds of years ago. It happened back when the chaos first poured into the world. I never thought I'd find you out here. I mean, when I first saw you, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was so long ago, after all.
Yes, I could say the same.
That seems an irrational response in the current situation.
But I don't understand. Why didn't you come to me right away?
I was afraid. I didn't know what I'd do if you weren't really my brother. No one knew your name either. Everyone called you Doctor. So, I just waited.
Until you found an excuse to approach
it
him.
took you 500 years to find an excuse to approach him?
Look, some people are just really, really bad at socializing with people they don't know, okay?
It's your fault, Doctor.
But she does know him, and this isn't socializing.
Sister's face.
But I didn't. I mean, I did, but I thought she was dead. She looked familiar, but I had no reason to expect my sister to be here. It was inconceivable.
That's a pretty good point, really.
I looked for
Yeah,
you.
like Dr. Sheep here actually legit has a decent argument. Tilda, maybe not so much.
I should have
Nah,
known you
nah,
right
she's
away.
got nothing.
That's all right. I'm just so happy that you're alive. I can't believe it. It's like a dream come true.
Well, I'm glad we got to reunite these siblings, like, 3 days before the end of the world.
Yay.
I will forever be a fan of Chocobo just stepping in and out of shot in every goddamn cutscene in the Wildlands.
How have things been these past 500 years? They've been alright, I guess. How about you? Yeah, well, I learned that sheep lay eggs.
Yeah. We're really making the best out of the end of the world. It was all so worth it.